Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we will learn about wait for web page content, action and Power Automate desktop. So please watch this video till the end so that you can understand this action completely. And if you have not subscribed my YouTube channel, please subscribe it. So let's get started. So today again, I'm going to work with this fake name generator.com website. What I will do is I will launch the Chrome browser and access this website, right? And when the website when the website is accessed, I will specify that it should wait for some specific word or element or text to appear on the screen, and then it can proceed further, right? So let me go back to the Power Automate desktop. I will go to the browser automation and I will click on launch new Chrome. I will launch the new instance, and here I will specify the URL. I will go back to the Google Chrome. I will copy the URL and close this page. I will specify the URL here, and then here I can specify the window state. So when this website is accessed, I want to make sure that the state of the Chrome browser is maximized, right? And then in the advanced section, I can specify that whenever this page is accessed, it should clear the cache. I can enable this option. And if I want to clear the cookies, I can also enable this option. And here you see that it says that wait for page to load, right? So when this action is executed, right, and if this option is disabled, so the moment it launches that you know Chrome browser, it will not wait for the page to load, right? And we want this page to be loaded, and that is why we will enable it. And next option we have is to specify that if there is any pop-up which appears on the web page, I want to close it, or I want to press a button, so I can specify the button which I want to click. And the last option is do nothing, right? I'll choose the do nothing because I am not expecting any pop-up to appear on the web page. And the timeout I have specified is 60, which is default, right? So if you want to reduce it, you can reduce it as well. And if you want to increase it, you can increase it as well. And the browser instance will be stored in the browser variable. Now I will click on save, right? Now what do I want to do is, here I have an option to wait for web page content, right? In the wait for web page content action, you see here that you have an option to choose the instance. So if you have launched multiple, you know, browser instances, in that case, you will have multiple, you know, variables here. But in my case, because I have used only one launch new Chrome, right? And the instance is already stored in the browser variable, then this is already selected. Next option is wait for web page to contain element, right? So what I can do is when you select this contain element, right, you have to come back, and here you have to choose the element also, right? For which element you want to wait for before performing any action on the web page, right? I will click on add UI element. Before that, what I will do is I will click on cancel, and then I will run the bot so that it opens that page. right? I will click on run, and here you can see that the web page is open. Now I will go back to the Power Automate desktop, and here I will drag this action, wait for web page content. Browser instance is already selected, and this time I want to work with the contain element, so I will choose this, and then I will capture the element. For that, I will click on add UI element. Now let's say I want to wait for your randomly generated identity for this element to appear. I will press Ctrl button and left mouse click. Element is captured. Here there is an option which is fail with timeout error. So if you enable it, so let's say you have launched the web page, right? And now you are waiting for that web page element to appear on your screen. And you think that because of slowness of the internet connection or slowness of the website, it may take some time. So what you want to do here is you want to specify the wait time. I can specify 60 seconds to wait for the element to appear on the screen, right? And if after 60 seconds also this element does not appear on the screen, then it will throw an error. And in that case, you can come here, you can click on error, and here you can, you know, handle this exception, right? So what you can do is you can, let's say you can select this continue flow, run, and you can say that go to next action. And but before that, you can set some variable. So let's say when that element does not appear on the web page, right, it will come to the on error property. Here it will set the value of nowhere as 1, right? And then it will go to the next action. In that case, what I want to do is I will go back to the return to parameters. I will click on save, and then I will go to the conditionals and choose if action, and here I will check if the value is 1, right? If at all this value is 1, that means this element did not appear on the screen. And now you know when you know that there was an error and the element did not appear on the screen, you can handle your error. If you want to log it somewhere, or you want to send some notification, you can do that as well, right? So for now, what I will do is I will uh, so I will just you know use a message box, and here I will choose display message, and then I will say element did not appear on the screen, and then I will click on save. Okay, now I will run the bot. So bot is running now. It will launch the Chrome, it will access that website, and it will wait for the web page content and then go to the next action. I will go back to the Power Automate desktop, and here you can see that the execution is completed successfully, right? It waited for that element to appear on the screen, and as soon as that element has appeared, right? It went ahead and executed the next action. To verify that, what I will do is I will go back to the Google Chrome, and here I will access the free tools, and I will copy this URL, and I will click on close, and I will change this URL. Now what I will do is I will click on wait for web page content, and here I will change the UI element, right? And for that I will click on add UI element, and then I will go to the name generator, and from here I will capture this element. The element is captured now. I will make it 60, and then I will click on save, right? And now what I will do is I will close that web page which is already opened. I will click on close, and then I will run the bot. So bot will launch this web page. It will set the window state as maximized, and then it will wait for that element to appear. Now I will go back to the Power Automate desktop, and here you can see that it is waiting for that element to appear, and it is not going ahead. You can see the state as pause because it is still waiting for it, and it will wait for 60 seconds. Okay, so now what I will do is I will go back to the website, and then I will click on name generator, and the moment that generate element appears on the screen, you will see that the execution is completed. Now I will go back to the Power Automate desktop, and here you can see that the execution is completed, right? So this is how the wait for web page content action can be used when you are using the contain element property of it, right? So what I will do is now I will make it 10 seconds, okay? And then I want it to throw an error after 10 seconds, okay? And then I will click on save. I will go back to that website and close that, and now I will run the bot. So I will not, you know, change, I will not go to that web page so that that element will not appear, and after 10 seconds this block will be executed. I will run the bot now. So now the bot is running. It will set the window state as maximized, and also it has stored the instance in the browser variable. Now I should see that message. As you can see here, that element did not appear on the screen because the element for which it is waiting for, it did not appear in 10 seconds, and because it did not appear, it has gone inside the conditional, which is if block, and executed that action, and there I have specified that it should show this message, right? So this is how you can handle this error also, just in case you have waited for a specified amount of time, and then also the element did not appear. So let's say if it did not appear in 60 seconds, you want to close the browser and launch it again. So this kind of you know logic you can build in order to uh, handle the situation when the element did not appear on the screen. Now I will click on OK. The execution is completed. Okay, so now what I will do is the next action is not contain element, right? So in case of not contain element, which means the element which I was specified. So in my case, what it is going to do is it is going to wait for generate element to not appear on the screen, right? So now if I will run the bot, you will see that the execution will be completed immediately. Now I will run the bot, and you can see that it is going to launch it, and the execution is completed because that element did not appear on the screen. If I go back to the Power Automate desktop, here you can see that execution is completed. What I will do is I will open this launch in Chrome and remove this, you know, part of the URL, and then I will click on save, and also I will close the browser. So now what is going to happen is it will open the home page, which is by default the name generator one, right? And the generate element will appear on the screen. And what will happen in that case is bot will wait for that element to go away. For how long? 10 seconds. And then if even after 10 seconds that element does not go away from the screen, it will come inside and execute this block of code, right? And I will run the bot. Website is open. I'll go back to the Power Automate desktop. You can see that it is waiting for that element to go away for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, it will come inside and execute this block of code. You can see that the message boxes appeared. The message is slightly different. It is not the way we wanted it, but this is what we have specified. I just wanted to show you that, if the element does not go away in 10 seconds, which I have specified, then it will come and execute this piece of code, right? So this is about the element to appear on the screen and the element to not appear on the screen, right? I will click on OK, and the execution will be completed. The next action is contain text. So when you choose contain text, you can specify for what text you want to wait for, right? So I will go back to the browser, and I will go to the free tools, right? Credit card, ACH, generation and validation. I will copy it. I will go back to the Power Automate desktop, and here I will paste it. And I will change this to 30 seconds so that you can, you know, it can wait for that text to appear on the screen. So what will happen in this case is the home page will be launched, right? And then it will wait for this text to appear on the screen. And after 30 seconds, when this text does not appear, it will come and execute the if block, right? I will click on save, and then I will close the browser. Browser is closed. Now I will run the bot. Now I will go back to the Power Automate desktop, and here you can see that it is waiting for this credit card ACH generation and validation text to appear on the screen. And the moment I navigate to the free tools, you know, menu, this text will appear and the execution will be completed without this message. I will go back to the Chrome website, and I will click on free tools. And here you can see that the execution is completed as soon as that text appears on the screen, right? Similarly, the next option is does not contain text, not contain text, right? And in this case, so it will wait for this text to go away from the page, and then the execution will be completed. I will click on save, and I will go back to the Google Chrome, and then I will copy this URL, and then I will go back to the Power Automate desktop. I will open this launch new Chrome, paste the URL, and then I will come and close the web page, and then I will run the bot. Now I will go back to the Power Automate desktop, and here you can see that it is waiting for that text to go away. I will go back to the Google Chrome, and I will navigate to the name generator. And here you can see that the execution is completed. So this is how you can use wait for web page content action in Power Automate desktop. This can be extremely useful when you're automating the browser automations, right? Because in that case, you will not have to specify the hard-coded wait time. And dynamically, it can wait for some text to appear, some element to appear, or some element to disappear, or the text to disappear from the screen. And based on that, you can take necessary action in your automation. So this is all about wait for web page content action in Power Automate desktop. If you like this video, please click on the like button and please subscribe my YouTube channel. And if you have any question, please post it in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.